folks. Good morning, bom dia. This is Dubai. Video from Portugal. Going to read the ship market today. I hope everyone is cool. Let me know if you guys can hear me and you can see the chart or everything there. Going furthermore, who is here? Let me know that as well by pushing the like button and commenting something. Hi, hello, something, whatever it is. Enzir, walaikum salam, brother. I'm the first. Thank you, brother, for being the first. Marquis, T-shirt. Good day, good morning, all of you. Okay. Thank you, Marquis, for liking the video, brother. I love you, man. You know that. RX Bexy, good morning, brother. Jaka, Bomdi, yeah. To the way. Hey, Teja, good morning, brother. Jinshit, hello, brother. I'm missing your penguin, man. And to be honest, I'm used to see your penguin. Uh, the chat box, of course. Imar Karshai, hello, brother. Suzivan, good morning, brother. Please make sure Suzivan not over trading, okay, not blowing any account today. Trust me, day by day it's gonna be so hard. So we'll try a best way. If it works, we'll go for that. If it doesn't work, just let it go. Close the chart. Don't overtrade. Okay, brother? Zero. Good morning, Brown. Brown. You're rare, Brown. 414121. Good morning, brother. Thankful to be alive. Alhamdulillah. Hello, Mod. How are you, brother? Good morning. Thanks. Now I'm getting my Jinshit back. I'm getting it. Thanks, brother, for the penguin, man. I love you. No more. I'm taking it very slow. Thank you for your concern, brother. No problem, Susan. I really care about you guys because when you give me the payout request, sorry, the payout request is screenshot. Oh man, that's my day. That's my day. Please go slowly. Just three micro contract. Go slowly. Go slowly. Go slowly. If you want to blow, by the way, Suzivan, if you are not able to control yourself, if you think that nothing gonna stop me from the over trading, I am going to give you the permit. Please do that. Blow as much as account you want, just blow them. Just switch to paper account and blow the paper account, okay, as much as you want. I don't have any problem, so please try to blow the account, paper account. Hilarious. Bom dia. To the way, brother. YouTube motivation. Salam, good morning. Walaikum salam. What is your real name? YouTube motivation, can I know your name, brother? Not the Discord one, of course, from the real one, from the YouTube. Hi, Julian. Bonjour. Bonjour, brother. How are you? Where are you from, Julian? Marcus, good morning, brother. And thanks for the penguin, Julian. Sophia, my mod, thank you so much for the penguin. Jaid, good morning. Oh, Jaid, I'm waiting for your 26,000 payout. I'm waiting for that. I'm going to get my setup from you. I know that you will make it. It's 6,000. Uh, rest of the just joking, brother. No need to take any pressure. Just make 26,000. That's more than enough for me. Hey, Jens. How are you, brother? Sophia, penguin attack. Can see the attack actually. Thank you so much, guys. Muhammad. Okay, Muhammad. I'll call you Muhammad. That's cool. Nice name. The beautiful name, the best name ever I have ever read. The best name. Jeffrey, good morning, brother. Hyde, good morning. Sculpity. Bom dia. Está tudo bem? Muito bem, muito bem. Obrigado. Hey, Ben, thanks for the penguin. Ben, don't overtrade, brother. Please, don't overtrade. I'll get there. Status is on me. Just make 26,000. That's all, brother. I'm very soon. You will tell me that, brother, I have made 200k, 200k, and you will tell other people that it's possible. I'm waiting. I'm counting on you, brother. I get mod status. Actually, the moderator. I'm not making any of them as my moderator by myself. It's actually the purpose from Tamimi. When Tamimi asks me to make someone to make the moderator, I just made them the moderator. Now you can say why Tamimi, because Tamimi is with me from very long, from the very beginning. And to be honest, I trust him 100%. So whenever he suggests me something, I just follow that. because you know that I don't have any idea about all of these things. I am just a chat reader, nothing else. I mean the chart reader, not chat. So if Tamimi asks me to make you moderator, I'll make you moderator. That's all, brother. Hey, Dimar, good morning. And thanks for the penguin, brother. Jai, 25K setup is on me. Oh, okay, 25K. I thought 26. Okay, just make 26K, okay, not 25. Go for 26K because I told you 26K. Uh, um, I mean, mistakenly. So target 26K instead of 25K. Bom dia, tudo bem? Muito bem, Jamil. Thanks for asking, brother. Muito bem, muito bem. Love Dragon. Thank you for the penguin. Love Dragon. Love Dragon. Okay, is that Dora? Timur, guys, I have two boom today. I am just have two boom today. You are just watching the must know. Okay, so you are not interested to trade anymore. I love you, brother. That's the best decision you have ever taken in your life. If you don't want to trade after getting two boom, I respect you. My respect for you, brother. TP Pagar, hello, brother. Hey, Mickey, hello. How are you, brother? Oh, Dora is here. So who is that? Love Dragon. Love Dragon. Oh, Mel Murray. Okay, now I got you. Mel Murray. That's cool. I think you have changed your name, if I'm not mistaken. Good morning, Marquis. I'll bribe him. He's very corrupted moderator. Okay, so you can try it. He's very corrupted. Okay, no problem. DMZ, hello sir. How are you? Milmari, thank you for being over here. Até o português está a ficha bom. Your Portuguese is getting good. I'm just trying to learn it. I don't know how long it will take, but I'll try my level best to get at least the basic of Portuguese language. But we'll see. Okay, my next mod is here. FL. Thank you, brother, for being here. 80 watching and 28 likes. Are we sleeping still? I think so. Hey, RP. Another guy I love more than anyone else. RP. Thank you, brother, for all of your support. How are you, RP? Hey, Mariana. Good morning. Kishore. Good morning, brother. Ajay. Hello, sir. NZT, what is your bias to DT2? I just didn't start to talk about the price yet. I'll of course go for that. NZR, you have to give me the time. I don't do this chit chat or like greetings, not every day. I'm just giving some times today for the greetings. So please allow me for the greetings, okay? Actually, I don't do that every day, you know that. But today I'm just giving the time on the chit chat. So let me finish the greet first. Then I'll go for the chat. Who is FL Trader? Did he change name recently? I don't think so. His name is FL Trader for a long time. He didn't change, if I'm not wrong. By the way, FL Trader can confirm that did he change his name or not. But I remember his name from very long time as a FL Trader. Hello, brother. Bagidor Suran. Bagidor Suran. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Shike. Good morning, brother. Delphos. Good morning. Paddy. Thanks for the penguin, brother. Take your time, brother. No problem. Thank you. Hey, Tevin. Good morning. Okay, now 88 people are watching. Mm, we can go for the price action right now, right? No, it's still the same name from the beginning. Yeah, I remember that. Walaikum salam, Arib. I'm just calling you Arib. It's easier for me to call you Arib. Please don't mind, okay? Walaikum salam, brother. Sophia, Penguin. Hi, Penguin. Hi. Another guy is here, Jamie. He's junior to me, okay? If anyone see that I'm saying to something to Jamie Guerrero, you know that he's junior to me. I'm his senior. Okay, he's my junior. Walaikum salam. Okay, guys, let's go for the. By the way, that part was fun. Okay, Jamie is not my junior. I respect him. He's awesome. He's an awesome guy and most senior. This is the calendar. You can see today's Thursday. We had a news around 8:30. So 8:30 news has been data has been released already. I don't need to worry about the news anymore. I can trade from 9:31 or 9:30. I can start to trade for the day until 11:30. Like yesterday, I don't need to wait for anything else. Tomorrow we have a news around 10. Tomorrow after 10, I am allowed to trade, but today I don't have any restriction. So I'll go for the trade from 9:30. No trade is valid for me before 9:30. More importantly, 9 to 9:30 is not the time to trade. Always please remember these things. I don't know who is going to give you some beautiful setup in between 9 to 9:30. Don't go for that. I promise you, brother, that is the time 9 to 9:30 where beautiful, the most beautiful, the best setup doesn't work. Even where the price action is to the peak, that means it's going to respect precisely. I mean, tick by tick. Still, it doesn't work in between 9 to 9:30. It's my own experience. Of course, you can observe the market, and then if it works for you, go for that. But if you ask me, no trade is valid in between 9 to 9:30. So wait for 9:30 and then go for the trade, because you will have 2 hour and 30 minutes. And I believe that in this time frame, you will get at least one setup. You will easily get that. So this factory forex factory calendar is not important anymore for me, because we don't have any news today around the morning session or the PM session. Hmm, this is the live streaming set, and here I can see that 91 people are watching, 46 likes. If you guys don't mind, then you guys can just click on the likes to make it like more likes over here. I'll be very grateful to all of you, whoever will push the like button over here. Thank you so much for pushing the like button. Actually, why I ask for the likes, because it will click on the algorithm. Okay, I'm not an English speaker guy. I'm not from any English speaking country. My English is not good. Nobody, simply nobody, like Tania, he got pushed from ICT himself. Lumi, they're getting pushed from ICT himself. I'm not getting any push from anyone. Okay, so my community with the other traders is zero connection. Nobody knows me. You are my only hope. They will help me to grow. That's why I keep asking you guys to for the likes. I'm not interested about the money. I'm interested about the likes, because more people will join me. More people will be able to learn these concepts for free. Not from me, from you as well. Okay, so you guys are not here to learn from me. You guys are here to learn from each other. I'm learning from you, you're learning from me, and you are also learning from other people. Like this way, this is going to happen. Okay, it's absolutely different. That's why I keep asking you guys to push the like button. uh, it helps the algorithm to push this channel to other people, new people. So I hope that you guys will consider this to give me the likes. However, mm, this is the candle so far. I mean, sorry, chart so far. And let me go. All of you know that until the market is not going to close above this gap, I am bearish. Today, what you are, I'm still bearish. If I see body has gone above this line or above this high, I will start to look for buy until to the top of this candle. See this week? Until to the top of this week, I'll look for the buying opportunity. But I'm not bullish until this market is not going to close, or this is not going to go above this gap or the volume imbalance. So until then, I'm bearish from the weekly chart. From the daily chart, same case of scenario, if it started to go higher and close, I mean go above this high of this gap, I'll start to look for buy for this obvious liquidity over here, this high and that high obvious liquidity. More importantly, until this fair value gap. But I'm not bullish until it is not above this gap. When it will go above this gap, I will use the high of this gap as a support, go until this gap. More importantly, those highs. From the 4 hour chart, uh, this market actually fall yesterday, left some sell side liquidity, at the same time worked with this fair value gap over here. It has stopped the market. More importantly, the 50% of this week stopped the market, not precisely, but still it stopped the market. And then this market started to go higher. If you look on your left, you will be able to see that this is relatively equal highs. That is relatively equal highs. Now you can mark both of them to your chart. I'm going to mark just this one as my buy side liquidity, but you can go for this high and that high. I don't know, you will be able to see like this high and that high, there are also an obvious liquidity. So this market can simply take that high and then start to reverse from there. As I don't believe in that what to say, I mean the random reversal. So I'm not interested to mark these highs. Instead of that, I'm going for those highs for the relatively equal highs as well. So I will go for that. And this gap 50% is gonna be my highest priority. 50% of this gap. If it can go above this gap. So until it is not going above this gap, I'm not bullish. Before 9:30, if I see the candle is above the price, okay, not candle close, not something, nothing. From my higher time frame, if I see the candle is above this gap, I will start to look for buying opportunity. Any kind of fall is gonna give me the buying opportunity. In short, you can see that it has to respect the upper quadrant of that opening gap or new week opening gap, then fall, trade this gap, not going furthermore for the order block or everything. I'm not going to add them, just simply using this gap, traded that gap over here, closed above the 50%, respected one more time, tap here to the 50% using it as a support. First time when it will close above this line, before tapping the high, there is a possibility it will go for the high. If it go above the high and closed over here, I'll extremely bullish for this buy side liquidity, and more importantly until the 50%. Until it is not above this line, it is very important to understand, until the price is not above this line, I am bearish. Still, if there is any selling opportunity, I'll try to take that sell below the high of this new opening gap. But brother, it is extremely bullish market. I don't care about that. I have to be perfect to wait for the perfect opportunity. Until it is not broken, like here, see this? How beautifully it has been respected over there, around here. It can be happen here as well. So I'm not interested to look for any kind of buy until this market is not above this gap. I hope my point is clear. If you see there is a buying opportunity, you want to take the buy, can go for that. I am not going to take it until it is not going to go above the high of this area around 9:30. From the hourly chart, you can see here this high and that high, obvious liquidity that I showed you from 4-hour chart. I told that I'm not interested to mark it. Again, you can mark it if you want. I'm just not going to mark it. I will keep these lines, my chart, as my buy side liquidity over here. So this is gonna be my target from above this line to until here around 9:30. Remember, around 9:30. If the market is below this line, I'm not interested to look for buy. I'll keep looking for selling opportunity for short period of time. There is some sell side liquidity here, sell side liquidity here. Just not going to mark them right now. If I see it's bearish, then I'll mark them actually. But right now, just remember, market is above this line around 9:30. I'm bullish. From 15-minute chart, you can see here this area. So from 15-minute chart, this candle is going to close. Okay, so it's going to close maybe around 9 after 2 minutes. This is going to close. Then the next candle will open. That will close around 9:29. There will be a gap. Remember, okay, that is gonna happen. I'm just telling this to you. The next candle, when it will build a gap over here, until that gap is not broken. Let me give you the example. Think like the next candle is going to close. Just for example, this is gonna be the gap. Until this market is not going to go below this gap, I am bullish. Brother, from the higher time frame, you told that you are not going to take any kind of buy if the market is not above this high. Why you are saying this like now? That you are not going to take any sell until this market is not going to close below this gap. From my higher time frame, that's my weekly bias. That means the weekly candle can respect over here, then can start to fall. In the meantime, the 50-minute chart, 1-minute chart can come until here, around here. Okay, in weekly chart you will see there is a wick, just a wick, like this type of wick, not the body or something. Market just come here, then reverse from there. So from the weekly chart, I'm bearish until this market is not going to close above this high from the weekly chart. But from lower time frame, I can target like 100 handle, 200 handle, which is going to be a week from the weekly or daily chart. That's going to be a week. So That week I'm going to trade because I'm a short-term trader. From 1 minute chart, I'm short-term trader. That's why I'm saying from a 15-minute chart, whatever gap market is going to build here, if it doesn't make any gap, that means I have to look for something else. I'll talk about that later. But I think this candle is going to build any kind of fair value gap over here. That fair value gap, until it's not broken to the lower side, I'm not bearish at all. Anytime it will fall, I'll look for the buying opportunity. So it will fall maybe here, I'll look for the buy. It come here, I'll look for the buy. I mean, depending on the gap, okay? Just remember, I just marked it randomly. I don't know where the candle is going to close. So if it close here, that's gonna be the gap. If it close here, that's gonna be the gap. Okay? Don't get confused over here, please. I just expecting it's gonna build a gap. Maybe this candle is going to fall and there is no gap. Then that's a different case. But I'm believing this is gonna make any kind of gap. So whenever it will come to this gap, I'll start to look for an buying opportunity until this buy side liquidity and more importantly the 50% of that daily fair value gap. Today, if you ask me what is my bias and how long you will look for the buying opportunity, this is my target for today. This gap is my target for today. So until this market is not reaching for this gap, I'm bullish. If and only if this market build a gap here and closed below this gap, maybe I'll start to look for sell. Otherwise, if it is a bullish fair value gap here and market is not going to close below this bullish gap, I'll be bullish until this gap, not that buy side liquidity, for this gap. So when it will come to this gap, which is going to be a range kind of 110 handle, something like that. If I can catch like maybe 50 handle out of 110 handle, okay, good. I'm happy with that. If I don't get that, instead of that, this market actually just keep falling by reversing this gap, I'll start to look for sell for this sell side liquidity, more importantly this last gap. So until this last gap, I'll start to look for sell today. Okay, if and only if it close below the fair value gap, it is going to build over here. There is no other opportunity. If it do like this, like gap, trade here, then fall here, then go higher for that that area. In that type of situation, when it will close above this gap again, I'll start to look for buy again. But until it is not above this gap, I am sorry, until it is not below this gap, I am bullish. When it will below this gap, I will be bearish. Anybody has any question? Today's new day opening gap, I showed you this gap yesterday. Remember yesterday's PM session Discord live, I showed you and I told you the importance of this gap, this new day opening gap, which is inside this new week opening gap. Yesterday PM session, I showed you this precision over here. Now look at here what happened over there. Now I can see that the 50% of this new week opening gap is holding the market. That's okay. That's okay. But just look at the precision of this gap. How beautifully it stopped the market, send it higher, and keep going higher, keep going higher. Yesterday before 9:30, we have seen before 9:30. Remember, we have seen this candle over here exactly at 9. Just look on to the bottom. Look at this. What is the time? 9. Now look at that candle. That candle, okay? Just look at that candle. What time do you see over here? On the bottom, just look over here. This is the candle before 9:30. 9. Look at today. 9. Why it is doing that? Because this is the worst month market is going to do this type of shits, and almost every day you will see something like this type of unusual things, right? Exactly 9. Why it is happening? If it happened around 8:30 because we had some kind of news around 8:30, so we got that around 8:30, acceptable. Around 8:30 we had some news, or 8:15 we had news, it happened around that time, okay, acceptable. Why 9? Why 9? This is unusual things you are going to see before the session. It will give something like bullshit like this, and the whole session is gonna be very, very difficult to trade. This is how this December is going to work. And this type of unusual thing, not exactly these things, but very unusual things, you will keep watching the whole January, December, first week of February. You will keep watching these things. But you will see there is a pattern. Always you will be able to notice the pattern that's gonna repeat. History repeats. For example, here, that unusual run, when did it happen? That unusual run, when did it happen? Do you see the similarities here and here? I hope you got that similarities. However, so until this market is going to stay above the gap, it is going to build here. I'll be bullish. If it close below this gap, I'll be bearish. If you have any question, please let me know. Otherwise, I'll wait for 9:30 to go for the trade. I really don't have anything to say. Instead of this, I just need to say, okay, I actually need to talk something else, which I told you yesterday. And I want to show you that how right I was over there. So if you remember, that was the 4, okay? That was the low I showed you, which is the obvious liquidity over here. And more importantly, it was very specific. More importantly, this gap here, okay? Extend it to my right. And going to mark a line over here to that low. Yesterday I told that I'm going to learn. Before the market close, that means before 5 p.m., if this market failed to clear that low, after the market open, the first job market is going to do is going to take that low, trade this gap, and then it will go toward its own price action. Now look at this candle. This is the 459. Where is that? 459. 4, yeah, okay. 4 not 459. 449 candle has cleared that low. This low has been cleared over here. Market opened 6 p.m. here around this area. Opened 6 p.m. Went a bit higher, dramatically fall again, cleared that very beautifully, trade that gap, a very specific gap, last fair value gap, constant encroachment, then it has been rejected or it went higher maybe later, whatever it has done, it has done. This is something you have to understand why I was so confident that that's going to be taken at first, because when the buy side liquidity, remember I showed you from 15-minute chart and I showed you the entry from that area around the PM session Discord live. When the buy side liquidity has taken, it has to go to take some sell side liquidity. And for me, that was the very clean trend line liquidity. So I was more interested to see this low, more importantly to this last parallel gap. When this last parallel gap has been traded here so beautifully from the constant encroachment, top rejection, very specific things, top rejection, constant encroachment rejection, constant encroachment rejection, low rejection, top rejection, low rejection. That means if you get a rejection from a gap, and if it is so precise, either from top or bottom or the 50%, you will always expect another reaction from this gap. Always, please try to do that. Not always, but 99% time you will see that. That means when I will see the top, exactly the top has been rejected, I'm not satisfied. Has to come back again to trade this gap, at least either the 50% or the low. It should be, of course, the last parallel gap. It should give me that reaction, not 100%, but most of the time, 99% of the time, you will see this precision everywhere. It's, I'm not cherry picking. You can see anywhere. If this has reversed exactly from the bottom, okay, so this candle actually came until the bottom, and I'm looking for the buy. That is the best case of scenario. So if I see at the beginning, the last fair value gap came to the top, I'm looking for buy, and I saw that it has rejected from the top. Bullish last fair value gap, top rejection. I will not to try to take a buy here. Instead of that, I will wait this market to fall one more time, either for the 50% or the low, and then I will start to look for buy. But if I saw that this candle came exactly to the bottom, tick by tick, trust me, man, this is the best case of scenario if you are looking for a buy, and if that is the last fair value gap, exactly the low rejection. I showed this to you sometimes, if you guys remember. Better if you forget, I will try to show you again. However, Mhm, mhm. Remember, I am bearish from my higher time frame. I'm not going to take the sell until the bullish gap is not broken. I repeat, I am bearish until this market is above the high of this gap. I am bearish, but I will not take any sell until the market is not going to close below the bullish parabolic market is going to build prior to 9:30. At the same time, as I am not bullish, I can do two things. First thing, I will not take any buy until this market is not going to go above this line, above this high, or any kind of buy I will frame that's going to be a low probability. Okay, the purple line here, that is the midnight open. So here you see this purple line, this is the midnight open, 12 a.m. opening. Here, that candle open, exactly the midnight open. Here, that is 12 a.m. opening, and you are seeing this purple line. When the market is below this purple line, this is discounted area. When market is above this purple line, that is the premium area. That means market is in deep premium right now. It's in deep premium because it's above both 8:30 and the midnight open. It's in deep premium. If you look for a PO3 market open here, this is the line where the market open. Manipulation, expansion, reset, something like that. Okay, so market open here around this line, did the manipulation, expansion will expected toward the downside, and finally you'll go a bit above and then close, reset. So this midnight open you will think about that for your daily PO3. I was watching here, actually I was not confident enough to go for this trade because this was the news scandal. So to be honest, I was not confident to go for the trade. News scandal is always risky. Yeah, that was a very nice reaction. I was just afraid to push the button because that was gambling. Is the purple line a C? No, C of the new week opening gap is this bold lines. Upper quadrant 50%, lower quadrant. Purple line is the midnight open, 8:30 open here, and here the white line is the 8:30 open. And yeah, that's all. Guys, please don't forget to push the like button. And Bullnox has 91% discount. Code is T2 Wizard. If any of you are interested to use the code T2 Wizard for Bullnox, I think it's $15, something like that, 50k account. Please make sure that you have used the code T2 Wizard. On my right hand side, I don't need anything because I know what I'm looking for, right? So all I need to mark here, the gap. This is gonna be the gap from 15-minute chart. You remember, until this market is above this gap, I am bullish. But taking buy is gonna be contradictory with my weekly expectation. So either I can let the buy go until it's not going to close above this high, or I can just try take some buy here. If it works, perfect. If it doesn't work, good. If it violates this gap, close below this gap, I'm so much confident to take the sell because that's gonna be correlated with my weekly expectation. So buy is only valid above the high of this new week opening gap. Dashed purple line. Where is the dashed purple line? Oh, this one. This is event horizon, brother. In between two new week opening gap, the 50% is the event horizon. Don't focus on that, please. Yeah, Apex is banned in Bangladesh, bro. You're not able to trade Apex from Bangladesh. Do you expect my brother to rise? What do you mean by that, Eagle Sniper? My pre-market analysis, is that confusing, guys? because I gave you some bold statement. It's kind of bold, very bold, no confusing, nothing. I've already built my plan. Now I'll just execute my plan. That's all. I think they have the activation fees. You can check it through their website. Okay, this is the 9:30 open. I'll just mark the opening gap. Okay, guys. The 9:30 open. I'll just see the opening gap percent if it can trade it. Make it the 50% of the opening gap, lower quadrant of the opening gap, upper quadrant of the opening gap. Market trade the 15-minute gap. Any kind of buying opportunity from here is a valid buy, low probable buy. Remember that. No sell is valid for me until the 50-minute candle is not going to close below this gap, 50-minute gap. No sell is valid until this market is not going to close that 15-minute gap prior to 9:30. Please don't forget to push the like button. Please, please, please. Before 9:30, make sure that you have at least pushed the 100 likes. Okay, 81 likes. I just need 19 more likes. Make it 100. And please make it 100 likes, guys, please. Please, 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 please. It's time to wait, not to do something. It's time to wait. But I'm going to take the sell. Go for it. I don't have any problem. I will not take any sell until the 15-minute candle is not going to close below this fair value gap. If I miss all, I don't have any problem. I'll miss all of them. But not going to take any trade is trading over here. I'm not interested to go for any kind of trade. Those people who are my member, please mark the reclaimed gap, bullish gap. Let's see, Eagle. To on mid last fair value gap on 9. Yeah, I can see that. That is the last fair value market is trading right now. Then it is trading the midnight open. Then it is trading the today's new day opening gap. Then it is trading the low of that 50-minute bullish fair value gap. Then it is trading the order block. It is trading a lot of things over here. That's why I told no sell is valid until the market is not going to close below that 15-minute fair value gap. When it will close below this, it will be aligned with my weekly expectation and I'll go for the sell. Otherwise, no sell is valid. Whoever would love to take the sell, go for it. Opening range is filled. That's cool. At the same time, if I frame the sell setup, at the same time you guys are looking for the buy, don't be hesitate, take the buy. Okay, it doesn't mean that I'm right, you're wrong, not something like that. I will work with my expectation, you will work with your expectation. Good morning, Archana. If you are my YouTube member, mark the reclaimed gap. Brother, it is falling, it is falling, it is falling. Take sell. No, no sell is valid. What else you can do? You can mark the sell side liquidity over here. You can do that. It's falling. Now, do you understand what is the importance to take the buy above the high of this new week opening gap? What was the importance? Wasn't it so obvious that market is going higher? Look at this. This information you have to keep that in your mind. Okay, there is some kind of 1 minute liquidity actually. I would love to mark them just from yesterday. We are very confident about that, but market didn't take it. Remember, guys, about this also liquidity. So I'll mark them as well. This is from 1 minute chart. I'll just keep them. This is that also liquidity from yesterday. Can I go for sell now? No. Did the 50-minute candle close below this gap? No. Then you are not allowed to take the sell. But I'm going to miss everything. You have to miss everything. Just look at the volatility of the 1 minute candle. 50 59 candle. Okay. Don't gamble. This is the lower quadrant of the opening gap. So new week opening gap respected from there. Here. If you are my member, did you mark this gap? This is going to happen every day, every day, every day for the rest uh of what to say, I mean the December and January. However, I'm going to frame my first trade while this market is going to close above this gap. So let me see how much is going to be the volatility. Hope it's not gonna be huge. 32 handle is accepted. Let's see if it can close out this gap first. Don't forget about this new day opening gap. It's a very important new day opening gap. If the 15-minute candle close below this bullish fair from the 15-minute chart, this buy is not valid. Are you crazy, brother? This is a bearish market. You are talking about a buy? No, brother. I'm not feeling good to frame a buy. I'm more interested to look for a sell. But if it provide me a buying opportunity, I'll try to catch that buying opportunity. But if it provide me the selling opportunity, that is the best case of scenario because that's gonna support my weekly analysis. That's gonna support my weekly bias. But I don't wanna miss this opportunity to catch a small run toward my direction or some kind of buy sell liquidity or at least until to the top of this new week opening gap high. I don't wanna miss that. If you are looking for sell right now, go for that sell if you find that opportunity. I will not take any kind of sell until the 50-minute candle close below that 15-minute bullish fair value gap prior to 9:30. No sell is valid to me. If I miss the whole run, I don't care. But when the 15-minute candle will close, then and only then I'll start to look for selling opportunity until the market is below the constant crossment of that gap. If it go above that gap constant crossment, maybe I'll start to look for buy again, or maybe I'll let it go until it's not going to close above this line. Body will close, I'll put the limit order. One tick above this gap. You wanna take the sell, please go for that. I will not go for any kind of sell until the 15-minute candle is not going to close below that 15-minute bullish fair value gap. No sell is valid for me. I will miss everything. I'll miss everything. I don't have any problem with that. Buy is not going to be valid if the candle close below this gap. 15-minute candle close below this gap. Buy is not valid. So after 2 minutes 30 seconds, I'll decide should I go for buy or sell again. I don't think so I will be able to take this buy because the 50-minute candle is going to close below this gap. So I have to start to look for sell for this sell side liquidity. Not going to happen because this candle nearly impossible to close inside this gap. It's nearly impossible. So if this candle close, not this candle actually, the candle after this candle, if it close below this gap means I'm not interested to look for buy anymore. I'll start to look for selling opportunity. This candle close is gonna define what should I do. If it close below this gap, I'll start to look for sell. At the same time, I'm going to give the priority to this gap as well. No buy is no sell is valid above this gap. Lot of things, right? Yeah, the 50-minute candle has closed below this gap. Now it's time to look for a selling opportunity for this sell side liquidity. Hmm, yeah, I'll go for the sell from this order block. If it come back again to this order block, I'll take the sell from that order block. Stop loss is going to be 2 tick above that order block, something like here. And target is going to be this sell side liquidity. Order. In the meantime, going to be the partial. I don't know it will take me the opportunity one more time or not. If it doesn't give me the entry opportunity from this order block, I will go for the trade from the fair value gap that is going to be created below this order block. But it would be the best if I could get the opportunity from that order block. I'm not bullish anymore. I'm bearish now. This is gonna be my first opportunity. Go for the trade from the order block that has traded this bearish fair value gap, as well as traded the here it has traded this what to say, I mean the nude opening gap, as well as it has traded the this inverse gap, whatever you say. It has traded this fair value gap. All of these things is over here. So this is my order block. If it give me the opportunity to take the entry from here, I'll go for the trade from this order block. Stop loss to handle above the order block. I wish it will take me. If it doesn't take me from the first fair value gap, I'll try to take the sell. But if it take me, that is the best case of scenario from this order block, because the opportunity has already gone over here. I was not able to catch it as the 50-minute candle was not closed. So I waited for the scenario. If it take me now, I'll go for that. If any of you are taking this trade, it should be your partial. Then you can hold your trade until this sell side liquidity. If you don't take the partial over here, you're gambling. Don't gamble. If it doesn't give me the entry opportunity from the order block, I will look for a fair value gap to take my sell and use this swing low for shifting market structure. One minute. Give me one. It has closed below this new day opening gap. Would love to see this new day opening gap is now going to work as a resistance. Below the new week opening gap, so it might not test the order block again. If it doesn't do that, I will look for a bearish fair value gap to take my sell. If it doesn't give me the entry from this order block, so I don't need to take the entry from here. I will wait for a bearish gap, but I'm just not going to push the button from here. So if I push the button here, it has a possibility to trade the 50% of this order block, or maybe to the top of this order block. I won't be able to cover the whole range by my stop loss. That's why I'm not going to chase it. If I miss the entry from the order block, because it has already given the opportunity here, if I miss it from here, I'll look for a fair value gap to take my entry. Of course, you have the logical thing, brother. This order block is not old, sister. Look, this candle, that candle, this candle. It has already gave you the entry opportunity. I'm waiting for the re-entry opportunity. Means I have missed the first opportunity. I'm trying to catch the next opportunity. The job was very immediate. It's not old. That means after building the order block, it never tested the order block. Now it is going to test for the first time. It's an order block, old order block. But look, after building the order block, this was the first time market already gave you the reaction from the wardrobe block, right? It's not old. I'm just trying to catch re-entry opportunity. If I miss it from here, I'll go for the fair value gap. If I miss it, that means it doesn't want to give me the re-entry. Instead of that, it would love to keep falling for this sell side liquidity. I will try to catch the run from the unfilled fair value gap. But let's say I I wish it will give me one more opportunity. You got that, Sophia? Hey, Marbra, more than five candle, is it? Okay, I think my point is clear to you guys. It's not more than five candle. It was the first candle that has already gave you the opportunity. I was not able to catch that run just because the 50-minute candle didn't close over there. So I waited for the 15-minute candle to close first. Then I switched my bias from bullish to bearish. And now I'm waiting for a re-entry opportunity. Not the order block entry opportunity. It's a re-entry opportunity. Market doesn't need to do that. If it do that, I'll go for that. If it doesn't do that, I will catch the run from the order block depending on 22 YT model. Is that clear, guys? But if it retests that order block, I'm lucky. I got that opportunity. I got that run. That's all. I'm just lucky. If it doesn't do that, I'm still cool with that. If I miss it here, I'll try to catch the run from the fair value gap. If it create the fair value gap, right? Because I'm expecting it is coming for this gap, this liquidity. There is no fair value gap, there is no trade for me. If this low is taken, I will not take the entry from the order block anymore. It's too long actually. Close it. Can provide the fair value gap entry. I need market structure shift with a fair value gap. Can you change the state in change in state of delivery? Can you do that, Sophia? By using this new opening gap? Can you change the state, the delivery state? Can you change it by using this new opening gap? Simple question, sister. I hope you listen to me. If you got me, then give me the reply. What state of delivery market is going to change by using that new opening gap? To consider correlated assets before you take a trade. Of course, I consider that, brother. Of course, sir. Bullnox is a very old company. You can trust it. On my Discord, you'll be able to see that people are saying that they're getting the payout from the Bullnox. They have the screenshot on our Discord group as well, so you can check it as well. But before choosing any prop firm, do your own research, then choose it. Whatever I am promoting, they're trustworthy. Apex, Bullnox, Take Profit Trader, Tradify, Funding Ticks, Blue Guardian Futures, Earn to Trade. Not going to take any trade from that order block now because it is rejecting from that lower quadrant of the new week opening gap. So will not take the risk because at the beginning when it didn't trade here, I could catch a run here, would be able to catch some kind of partial over here at least. But now when it is rejecting from the lower quadrant of the new week opening gap, this is also strong, right? Remember that it's also strong. It is rejecting from that, just not interested to catch any kind of sell from the order block. Instead of that, we'll wait a bearish gap to look for the sell. If it doesn't provide the bearish gap to me, I will wait this market to go above that constant crossment, take a buy, or it will go here somewhere to take a sell. 6 mini means 60 micro. So you can go for 60 micro contract. 1 mini is equal 10 micro. So if they are allowed 6 mini is allowed, that means 60 micro is allowed. Last for wake up from 11:59 a.m. yesterday, holding the price higher. I'm just watching this quadrant level, lower quadrant of the new week opening gap, that lower quadrant. I'm just watching. Well, I know that when it will be broken, this is gonna be taken. I'm just waiting to see if it is broken. So that's why I'm saying if there is a gap after the market structure shift gap, I'll take the sell from that gap. No problem, part trader. You're trading the take profit trader. I prefer that, brothers. I really appreciate it. It's gonna change your mindset, take profit trader. But you have to go slowly, brother. Just remember that. This low will be shifted. There is a gap. I'll take the sell. This gap, I'll take the sell. If it give me the opportunity to take the sell from this gap, I'll take the sell from this gap. I just don't know that it is going to build it or not. If it make the gap here, I'll take the sell. No gap, no sell. I wish it will take me. Not exactly to the gap, a bit below of this gap. Not exactly to the gap, just a bit below of this gap because it has a possibility to leave this gap open because after trading the order block, it should be the unfilled gap. So it has a possibility that it will not trade this gap. So I'll try to catch the run at least a bit below. So even if it doesn't fail, if fail to trade this gap, at least it will go a bit below this gap. I'm expecting like that way. Okay, best area to take the sell from this lower quadrant, but depending on the stop loss, I would love to take that risk. But remember, the best area to take the sell is from the lower quadrant, not even from this gap, because it is the gap which should be unfilled. I want to say unfilled. This is that gap. It's loading. I wanted to see it will be unfilled. It didn't. It doesn't mean that I'm wrong. I want to see it will be unfilled. If it is not, I'm cool with that. I will wait for the next gap to build it as an unfilled gap. If any of you are in this trade, make sure that you have taken the partial around 20 handle. Okay, so that should be your partial level here. That's gonna be your partial, and then you can hold your trade until this sell side liquidity, until that sell side liquidity. But remember, that's gonna be your partial. There is no excuse. This is going to be your partial 20 handle. Don't follow my trailing stop loss. If you are trading, don't follow my trailing stop loss, please. I didn't put my stop loss too high because it has left some relatively equal highs over here. So if it go above this line, there's a possibility it will go for that relatively equal highs. I don't want to catch that whole run, so that's why I just covered that high with some ticks with the with the wick can did the damage. So I'll put just a bit above of this line, a bit above. Okay. Uh, if it keep going higher above this line, that means it is going for that buy side liquidity. I don't want to take that huge risk. That's why my stop loss is over here. It's the most logical level to put the stop loss. It's absolutely shit to put the stop loss above that high because this is the relatively equal highs. If really this market is interested for that relatively equal highs before that relatively equal lows, then I will get a bigger loss. I don't want to get the bigger loss. That's why I just covered the high of that candle which has built this fair value gap, just high of this candle plus some ticks because we can read the damage. If you are in this trade, this should be your partial. There is no excuse, remember. But brother, just 20 handle partial. Yes, sir. Because your stop loss is 20 handle. You don't wanna take 20 handle partial, then put your stop loss over here above this side. Then go for 1:1. I don't have any problem. But you wanna take risk for 20 handle and not allowed or interested to take the partial on 20 handle? No, it's not allowed. I didn't like this candle close actually, to be honest. The way this candle has closed, I didn't like it. I'm just watching how this weak quadrant level is going to react. Okay, that's all I'm watching. Second red flag for me, after seeing the closing above the lower quadrant, the body closing above the lower quadrant. Second red flag for me. First red flag, closing above the lower quadrant of the new week opening gap. Second red flag, closing above the lower quadrant of that week that has traded this gap 100%. I have already got two red flag over here. Third red flag, closing above the consonant crossment. So it's always better to close the trade. I will not close the trade. I will try to move my stop loss. I get the opportunity. First time I'll get the opportunity, I'll move my stop loss. You don't need to follow my moving stop loss. Please don't follow that, but I will do that by myself the way I think this market is going to work. So the first time it will close below the up close body close candles. I will move my stop loss by marking the 50% of those candles 50% as my order block. I should have closed it. I can't close it, so I'll let it go. I already got three red flag. That's my last opportunity to see if it can hold the market. Last opportunity. This candle will close below this gap. I'll put my stop loss above that gap. I'm not leaving this setup anymore. It will close below this gap. I'll put my stop loss over here. You please don't follow my stop loss. You can do your own trading, okay? Because sometimes I get stopped out and then market move toward that direction. It's very painful for some of you. I love to take re-entry, but I'm not interested to inspire any of you to follow my trailing stop loss. It's my bad habit. I want to keep it by myself. I'm repeating, don't follow my trailing stop loss. You will manage your trade by yourself. Now my stop loss is above this gap because it has done every single job over here. Done. Doesn't need to come back again over here. I got stopped out. I'm cool with that. I'll just, if I put my stop loss over here, I would get stopped out or not. And I will take my re-entry opportunity. If this market fail to clear this buy side liquidity, close below this, I'll try to take re-entry. I'll get stopped out over here as well. Better to get stopped out with. Without clearing these highs, if it close below this gap, I'll take re-entry. Very simple. Without clearing these highs, if it close below this gap, I'll take re-entry. If it cleared that highs, any kind of selling opportunity from here, I'll try to catch the run from here. Until then, this is valid to take re-entry. On time, brother. The first candle will close below this gap. I will push the button, not retesting this gap. It will close. I will push the button wherever it is going to close. Stop loss is going to be above that gap. However, if it close here, I'm not going to take re-entry, but if it close here somewhere, I'll take re-entry. The last entry opportunity from this gap. If it doesn't work, I'm done. At least for this gap, I'm done. Here, by taking the partial level, because this time my stop loss is a bit bigger here, 17 handle, so partial will be around 20 handle here somewhere. Okay. So previously I took a loss for 11 handle. I took re-entry and we'll see if I can cover my loss with the profit. This is not going to work. I'm not going to take any trade, any other trade from here. I'll put it a bit above actually. Just covering the rejection block. Don't think so it will go until that area if it really would love to fall. But there is a small volume imbalance. We can did the damage. That's why just covering this volume, small volume imbalances. If it really would love to fall, it doesn't need to go over there. But just for the precaution, because this market is bit confusing, so we'll just take a bit more precaution. And you can see it's just 20 handle, so not going to take a huge loss, not 30-40 handle risk. It is the time to fall now or never. Now it will fall or it will never fall. If you are with me, take the partial here. I will add more if I see the body close below this line. Why the market is too bad. Day by day you are going to see this. Remember, traded that volume imbalance. I'm just not marking it. You guys can mark that volume imbalance. It has traded that volume imbalance. Now or never. That it will fall now or it will never fall. I was afraid of this week, okay, because the volume imbalance can be traded, the week can did the damage. That's why later I moved my stop loss until the rejection block. Just because of that week, I was very afraid of that week. Wanted to trade this volume imbalance and would love to go a bit higher and stop me out. I just didn't want to get stopped out over there. That's all. Now my stop loss is safe here. Don't follow my trailing stop loss. Please don't follow my trailing stop loss. I have to see that if my stop loss was here was safe or not. Get stopped as well. So it's done for me. It's just consolidating. I got two opportunities. Try to take both of the entries. Didn't work. I'll let it go. We'll wait for the next opportunity. Not going to take the buy. We'll look for the sell opportunity, not from this gap anymore. We'll see if it would love to take that buy side liquidity first, then it would love to follow or not. But not going to take any other entries from here. The job is done for this gap. Not able to trade this market from here anymore. Brother, it's not working. Why it's not working? I warned you beforehand. Remember that. I would love to take the buy for this buy side liquidity. You can go for that. I'm not interested to go for that. After taking this buy side liquidity, we'll try to look for re-entry opportunity or resell opportunity. Because I don't believe that it will take that liquidity before falling the sell side liquidity. I don't believe that. It can do that. If it do that, I'll just miss that run and we'll wait for the next run toward the sell side liquidity. But not interested to look for any kind of buying opportunity. Not going to take this trade anymore because it has been violated three times. One, two, three times. Not interested to reuse this gap anymore. Just will see if it works or not. I'm not interested to go for trade anymore from this gap anymore. It's done for me. Tried two times, didn't work. Done. We'll wait for the next opportunity. No buy is valid to me. I will not go for any kind of buy. I'm still bearish. Still interested to see the sell side liquidity. Just didn't have the opportunity to catch the run right now. Wow, respecting. Brother, it will be broken. Trust me. But right now the market is bit, like very Shit, it's just the reaction. I didn't expect the twice reaction. I don't need to mark this gap. Trust me, it has no value to me. I was expecting the precision. Market is not giving the precision. That's the only thing I'm seeing over here. But it's gonna be broken at last. It's gonna be broken, and market will go for that sell side liquidity. But right now, it's just giving some reaction. Now the reaction until this liquidity, will see that. I just can't take the buy because this buy side liquidity is not obvious. Market has to take this liquidity. No, it's not obvious. That's why I'm not framing any buy over here. It should leave this liquidity for later. For clearing the sell side liquidity, it should go for that buy side liquidity. I'm expecting like that way. This is shit price action. That is the problem. I'm just watching this run from this gap to until this liquidity, watching this gap, not interested to catch that run. We'll just see if it can clear that liquidity and then give me the selling opportunity or not. No, Matthew, I can promise you, brother, the whole month is not gonna be like this. It's gonna be much more bad price action. Still, this is good price action, but the day you will pass, it's gonna be much more worse rather than this. So I can promise you that it's not gonna be the same like you are seeing right now. Day by day, it's gonna be much more worse. Very bad, very bad, very bad. You will blow your mind. You'll think that what is happening. Maybe algorithm stopped to work. Maybe that thing happened. That thing happened. That thing. No, nothing. This is the area where the big funded area, they would love to take all the money you have made by the whole year. This December and January is algorithm work like that way. They wanna take all of your money. That's all. So I can promise you that it's not gonna be like same you are seeing right now. I'm not interested to take any kind of buy. I'm still waiting for a selling opportunity. Just a reaction, it doesn't need to clear that buy side liquidity. I prefer that liquidity will be left for later. Not for now. It will be taken, but later, not now. Yes, I remember last year. Yeah, man. Last year was like just the worst year ever. However, as Sujivan has showed me this last parabolic cup, I really didn't notice that. I can catch the run from this last parabolic cup now. That means, the body will close below this last parabolic cup, and the candles are going to validate this last fair value gap. The stop loss is gonna be above that candles. Nobody is going to close above the constant crossment of this last fair value gap before clearing the sell side liquidity. I will use this like that way. I have already talked about that, brother. Part trader, you have missed the first part. No, I don't think so it's gonna give you the opportunity, to be honest. I don't think so it's gonna give me the opportunity. It was interested to fall, as I told Suzivan that it's gonna be broken, that's for sure. And it doesn't need to clear this one because it should leave this left for later. But this area, it was really unacceptable. This is what happened actually most of the time on December and January. So I'm not interested to catch that round because 90% of the time it's not going for that before clearing this liquidity. So yeah, I think it could give me an opportunity. Okay, so I'll just try to see if it can give me that opportunity. I don't know that it's gonna give me that or not, but if it give me, I'll try to catch that run from the last fair Cup inversed way. Nobody should close above the concurrent crossment of this last fair Cup. Was this handle good? We'll see if it can give me. I don't think so it's gonna give me that, but we'll see if it can give me. Nobody should close above the concurrent crossment of that last fair Cup. Come on, come on, come on. There is a volume imbalance or not? I just don't know. If there is a volume imbalance, add that volume imbalance as well. There you go. I don't want to see anybody close above the concurrent crossment of this gap. Nobody should close above the concurrent crossment of this last gap. Still, this is December, so I just put my stop loss a bit higher just because it's December. Body should not close above the concurrent crossment. That's all I would love to see. Now, I showed you this entry at least 1000s of the time, but now I'm not going to give you the guarantee it's going to work or not. By the way, I have taken some losses, so I will try to take my first partial below that low. Nobody should close above the concurrent crossment. Come on, man. Seriously? 100. This is weird. Real weird. Okay. Now this buy side liquidity is obvious. When it has failed, it didn't fall for the sell side liquidity, it's now obvious. But we don't go for that. Already three losses. Bad day. After a long, it's a real bad day. This is now obvious. Still, I can't say with confidently that it's going to be taken. But if it was like other times, this is obvious. Now, I mean, here it has more probability not to take that liquidity, but now it is going to take that liquidity because of this premium and discount. It came to the deep premium area. This is obvious now. Just can't give you the guarantee. Like other times, I used to give you the guarantee. Now I can't give you the guarantee. I prefer, according to my experience, it should take that liquidity now. It's obvious now. I just can't give the guarantee. That's all. A very bad day. Hmm. Feel like I'm the worst trader ever. Hmm. I don't know it is going to work or not, but trust me, if it was a normal time, this is obvious because when this has happened over here, it should work with the discounted fair value gap for the liquidity. With this discounted fair value gap, go for the liquidity. If it come to this premium fair value gap or the deep premium fair value gap, it is obvious going to take that liquidity for sure. It's the normal time price action, but now is it going to happen like that way or not? I have no idea. Assalamualaikum. Hi, Prema. That's why I keep repeating, don't overtrade this December and January. Give one or two try. If it works, perfect. If it doesn't work, let it go. No need to overtrade. No need to blow all of your accounts. Be very patient. This is not a good time to make money. It's the time to survive. Focus on surviving. Please, guys. Those people who are with me at least for 1 month, you have seen that how beautifully I'm precised almost every day. But yesterday even it worked sometimes, but today just look what is happening. Just nothing is working. All the knowledge is gone. It's not the algorithmic things. The algorithm stopped working. No, it's not like that. The algorithm is now working to take your money. It's not something you are able to use for the surety. You can't do that. Let's see. It can go for that liquidity now or not. But you are still the wizard because you took three small losses. Three small losses, nothing in a big picture. You are the master of your risk management. I need to get better at that. Thank you, brother. You will be better. Well, to have 2,500 two trades locked out. Done. See you tomorrow. Yeah, brother. See you tomorrow. Two losses. Stop. Stop. I can't give you the guarantee that it is going to work. But if it was a normal day, I would say that okay, even though I got to some losses here, I don't care about that. I'll go for that buy because this is now going to be cleared for sure. But I can't give that guarantee right now because it can start to fall again and take me, and then it can go higher. So to be honest, it was very risky to show you the buy run from here after seeing this run. The logic is when it failed to clear this liquidity, it built the obvious liquidity, strongest liquidity, then it started to fall. This big displacement is the confirmation that this sell side liquidity is going to be taken after clearing this buy side liquidity, leaving the strongest liquidity. It's confirmed it is going to be taken. If it doesn't do that, instead of that, it go back again with speed. It's the inducement leg. That leg has cleared the both buy side and the sell side liquidity. Now it's more interest to go for the liquidity according to the deep premium and deep discount. I just can't go for that because it could simply fall, stop me out, then can come here. This is how this is going to work for the rest of the December. Almost every time you'll see that the expectation is not going to work, even though my bias is okay, even though everything is okay, but it's just stopping me out and then it's going toward the direction. Still, am I bullish? No. After this, I will start to look for sell again for this sell side liquidity. But how? Very difficult to determine that. But yeah, we'll see if there is any other opportunity. After clearing this buy side liquidity, I will see. I will start to look for sell again. Doesn't follow the algo. This is the price after 9:30. This is the fall, and look at the price after 9:30. This is all the price you are seeing right now. Do you see this type of price again, again, and again, day after day after day after? Sometimes it's gonna be like this, but most of the time, I would love to cover this execution level. Give me a feel bad feelings. Buy side was taken. Yes, sir. I'm interested to look for sell now, but I want to see it's gonna be taken more beautifully. Okay, not like this way, beautiful way. More importantly, it will trade this bearish gap from the 15-minute chart or the high of the new day opening gap. Then it will start to fall. I would love to see like that way. Still, the liquidity is not taken over here. Yes, sir. Market like this tight stop loss and low risk only for me. Let's see if it can provide us any other opportunity or not. Remember, I will not take any buy. I'm not interested to take any buy. I'm only interested to look for sell. If you would love to take a bite, you guys can try. Okay, just need to think about a sell. Buy side has been taken. Hey Rezius, where did you take the entry for your classical PO3, brother? Can you please share with that with us? Where did you take the entry? Can you please tell me here? Where did you take the entry? What is the price level? Take the partial to the break even, I mean to the partial level. If you are in 5 micro contract, clear 3 micro contract over there, put your stop loss to the break even. For the first time you will get the opportunity, you will start to trail your stop loss for 2 micro contract. This is the only way beat the take profit trader trailing drawdown. More importantly, your target has to be 200 to maximum $300 by maximum 5 micro contract. Thank you, Marquis, for sharing that. Yeah, Marquis is also trading to the Apex where there is trailing drawdown. So yeah, you can follow that as well. Your target has to be very small, 200 $300 maximum. Mm, let it go. Okay, I'll just give up. Okay, give up. Should cover this. That would be the best if I could catch the run from here. That would be the best. Fortunately, I had to cover this min threshold of this water block. Just didn't take that risk. Just give up because it can trade the water block and then it could start to fall. If I could cover the min threshold of this water block, I believe I would be safe over here. Okay, so we'll just see if I wouldn't move it. Instead of that, kept my order block by covering the min threshold. I get my boom or not. Observe it and then. Oh man, that was a very tough decision over here. I wish it will go above this min threshold. Then I will have no regret. Okay, otherwise I'll have a bit regret over here. Just tap here. Tap this line. I did the good job. Good job, brother. Good job. Yeah, let's go a bit quiet because I was just reading because the 15-second chart you saw how fast it is. I couldn't read the comment as well as just uh, check the price. I was not able to do that. That's why I was just reading the market without chatting, without reading the chat. Okay, guys, you'll understand uh, the things over here. If you ask me about the 1 minute chart, it's really so difficult for me to trade in this type of price action with the 1 minute chart. But I can see that here 1 minute chart has given me the entry actually from this gap. This is the same gap. Actually, let me check the MNQ a bit. So in MNQ, did it give the entry? Because I saw that it didn't give me the entry. Yeah, from 1 minute chat I got the entry. Why I didn't get the entry then from here? What is wrong with that? I think I have minimized the 1 minute gap actually with the 15-second chart. Maybe. That's why I didn't get the entry over here. I had to take the entry from the water block. It's okay. But yeah, from 1 minute chart, I had to go with this trade, but I believe that I won't be able to add anything else over here. I believe, yeah, I can't see anything over here that I could add more over there. But it is what it is. Yeah, that's all. However, guys, thank you, Tito. Well done. You're most welcome, Jeffrey. Only traded Evil account today. I am $45 away from passing it. Suzipan, you know what I am going to tell you, right, brother? Suzipan, you know that, right? Right, brother? Let me know. You know my reply. What I'm going to give you the reply. Reading the market in silent mode, brother. I was reading the market because you saw the 15-second chart, how fast it was. It's too fast, so I can't simply keep talking as English is not my mother language. So I have to think about the word and then I have to express the word. I was not able to do that because of the fast market. That's why I was a bit quiet. Okay, I'm so sorry for that. Hit the emojis on the right and give a boom for T2. Thank you. Also smash that like button. Thank you so much, Filter, for reminding them to push the like button. I'm back. Then we will talk about the price right now. Still, I'm not bullish. So when you remember this was happening, I told, what did I say? I'm not bullish. I will only look for the selling opportunity. So that is the fall. If you saw this and you are thinking that this is a bullish market, that is the thing I'm trying every day to all of you to make sure that, brother, just by seeing this, don't expect this is a bullish market. This is a bearish market. I break this market from the beginning, from the here, right? I break it from here, and I told that if the market is below this gap, there is only sell, no buy is valid, at least until this sells and liquidity, no buy is valid. I will take the buy if the body close above this 50-minute constant crossment, 15-minute bearish fair cap constant crossment above that, then I will start to look for buy again. But this is for me, this is very difficult when you guys just see this run and start to think that, oh, okay, it's a bullish market, start to frame the buy. I agree with you guys, this was really disaster over here. To be honest, it was disaster, and sometimes we have to fall into this disaster. We had no other option, but still we'll try our level best to make it easier. I mean, I hope it will be easier day by day. My point is, those whoever you are looking for that buy, study more. Please study more. You are not ready yet for trading. I promise you, brother, you are not yet ready. This will break you into pitches. Every pitch. I don't need to go for this type of hard price action here. I can simply go for the perfect opportunities. For example, if I could got the entry from order block, I could go for that. But here, this is an opportunity. I tried 1 or 2 times. Okay, it didn't work. Let it go. Just let it go. To loss. Stop over there. Here, I tried to take and sell. Didn't work. Got stopped out. I tried one more time. Didn't work. Stopped out. Let it go. We'll be back tomorrow. But it doesn't mean that I'm looking for sale. I got stopped out 3 times, for example. Now I saw this, I am started to think that, oh, it's a bullish market. This is absolutely bullish market. No, it's not a bullish market, brother. If you don't focus on that, trust me, this is always gonna be a mystery to you. How to how to read the market. I hope that you got my point, guys. You think we will get another entry cause 1 minute didn't give us nothing. Ah, I am bearish, brother. Until it is not taken, at least this sell side liquidity is not taken, I'm bearish. Right now, market tapped to the low of this new week opening gap. This is the low of new week opening gap. So I'm expecting some kind of reaction from here. After that reaction, this is going to fall again. But it's not important. Uh, let's see if uh, there will be much more sell. Of course, there will be sell, but how I'm going to catch that sell, that is the big question. How I can get that sell. Because I always love to catch the run from the beginning. Okay, this was the beginning of the run. Exactly over here, I would love to catch the run. Here, I would love to catch the run. It's actually too late for me. Over here, it's too late for me. But still, I tried, but it didn't work. Here, it's too late for me already. If I'm not here, from here, I can't go for the trade here. I need to wait for some kind of liquidity to be taken to going for the sales and liquidity again. But we'll see. Okay, we'll just take a look if I can find any opportunity. But still, I'm bearish. You guys can observe this gap. It's an opportunity to take sell from here. I'm not asking any of you to go for this, but to me it's an opportunity. But stop loss is gonna be a bit bigger, like 3800. Oh, 3800. Yeah, let's see if it can go until the 50% of this gap. I don't know it will go over here or not, but you guys can use it as a reclaimed gap, a very strong gap, reclaimed gap. I just don't know it will go until the 50% or not, but if it go to the 50%, it's an opportunity to go for the trade. I just not sure if it will reach over here or not, because I have to take the entry from the from the low of this gap, but the stop loss you saw, it's 38 handle, really huge. Yeah, it's a good idea to think about this line. Let's see if it can reach until that area or not. I just don't know it will go over there. It's still valid last fair value gap. Which last fair value gap? Last fair value gap. Yeah, this is the last fair value gap. Low. Mark that low. Right. Gonna be huge stop loss sister either way. Better would love to look for this one, okay? Reclaimed gap. Because the stop loss is gonna be uh affordable for us. So let's see if it can reach until the 50%. I'm just not sure it will reach over there or not. Brother, fall. Go a bit more. I wish it will take me, but I'm just not sure it will reach over there. I wish it will. Thank you, bro. No problems, brother. This could be the last opportunity, okay? But I'm just not able to take the entry from the low of that gap because the stop loss is gonna be huge for me. Don't want to take that huge risk. Instead of that, we'll see if it can reach until the 50%, which is a low probability, but still will give it a try if it works. I mean, until that area. Say, I think. Come on, more. She'll go over there. There you go. Can't minimize my stop loss. That's why I tried to catch the run from the 50. Just because I'm not able to move my stop loss. If the body close above the consonant crossment, there is nothing wrong. I don't need to worry about that. It's absolutely okay. Look at this hourly candle, what it has done. It fall until here, it went until there, then it closed here. This is a weird December price action, to be honest, brother. Very difficult. That candle reached until here, then closed there, closed there. How weird this is. We have nothing to do. We have to deal with this thing. Okay, 4 hour candle is still bearish. That 5 minute. Do I have any fair value gap over there? I don't have any. I don't need to worry about anything. No, nothing. Third fair value gaps covered that high. I will expect this will fall actually. I'm not worrying about any of this candle until it's not going to go above that high. Should not go above that high. You can retest this candle and the opening of this candle. This order block can be retested. Block can be I will be worried if and only if it really would love to go above that high. It should not go above that. That's my stop loss is over here. If it goes above 25,564.75, it will move more higher before falling. 25. What did you say? What did it go? 25,564. 56. Yeah, it went above this line. You're expecting it will go much more higher. See? Can you please tell me why is that? Why you are thinking like that way? Yes, brother, it can do anything it wants to do, but all I'm seeing this highest up close body close candle above this parallel gap. It is my highest priority over here. I don't wanna see it will take the high or the swing high that has built this gap. I just don't wanna see it will take that high. That's why my stop loss is above that high plus some tick. There's some tick like 2 to 3 handle or maybe something like that. CISD. Okay, there is CISD. From which time frame, brother? CISD. I think you're talking about them. I saw the bullish consecutive order block after taking sell side liquidity. Look. Okay, them. 1103 to 1105 AM candles. Okay, them. One, two, three. These three candle, I think you're talking about them. They have been rejected, supported, and now it is going higher. Or maybe this buy side liquidity, this highs, and that high. We will see. But first, my highest priority is this high. I don't wanna see this high will be taken. If market fail to clear that high, I believe that it will fall. for the sell side liquidity. We'll see that red line. So I don't want to see this red line is going to be taken. Red line, make it green, make it black. So until this black line is not taken, I'm still bearish. Going to believe this gap actually. Again, I can be wrong, but if it was not December, I would be very confident about this. Okay, but right now I really don't have that much confidence that it will work or not. But if it was not December, I promise you, brother, I'd be very confident about this gap. It's violated. It's not my think of matter. I'm not interested about this until the high is not taken. Everything's cool for me. But now I'm not confident. Okay, so I need to see another body close below this gap. Maybe then I'll be a bit confident that it's falling. Ahmad, please watch the last Friday members only live. Please watch that, brother. You are my member, and if you miss the live I have dedicated for you guys only, you miss that, I'm gonna kill you, man. I really will be very glad to see if it can build two fair value gap over here. I'll be very glad to see that if it can build two fair value gap over here. One and another fair value gap over here. I'll be very glad to see that. If it doesn't build two fair value gap, then it's gonna be a bit difficult. Let's see. Can build it. 12 seconds left. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There you go. I'm now very happy to see two fair value gap because it should work with this gap now. Keep falling. I can put my stop loss above the breakaway gap now. Yes, brother, it's difficult price action. But still it is working with the algorithm, but a bit difficult. Okay, bit difficulties. I have to accept that. I'm happy I only traded 1 out of 3 of my funded today and stopped after 2 loss and then. Congratulations, brother. Stop being stopped is the most important part of trading. You have to know when you should stop. You can do that, you're already doing it great, brother. It will take a bit time to get back the good price action again. So you have to wait until the second week of February. Get the get back the good price action again. But I'm happy still it is respecting, okay? That is the best thing. I'm really happy to see. Why I moved my stop loss from here to here because it built this high and that high relatively equal high. See this high and that high relatively equal highs. So what else it can do? It can go through everything and take that relatively equal highs before falling. I don't want to take that risk after seeing two gap over here. So would love to expect that this breakaway gap constant crossment maximum is gonna hold the market and send it lower. If it doesn't work, then I will be able to cover at least some losses. Okay, so from here to here it was 30 handle. Now my stop loss is like 20 handle. I have just covered 10 handle loss. I have minimized that 10 handle loss just because this afraid. Okay, I was afraid of this relatively equal highs. Just because of that, I moved my stop loss by believing the breakaway gap constant encroachment. Now, in other word, this two gap is an entry opportunity. You guys already know that. As I have framed this reclaimed gap, that's why I'm not talking about these two gaps entry. Uh, if you guys remember yesterday also PM session Discord live, I showed you these two gaps. So it's an entry opportunity from here depending on these two gap. Just as I'm in this entry, this gap entry, so I'm not talking about these gaps entry. Instead of that, I'll just move to my stop loss. Why I have moved to my stop loss, I just explained it to you. I want to see the body close below this candle so that I can use this candle as my order block to send market much more lower. So one body should close below this line, below this candle. It's a confirmed confirmation that market is falling. I need that confirmation right now. And here is the 50-minute candle open. It has no wick over there. That is also bad. It's good in one way. If market is extremely bearish, open, it doesn't have the manipulation time. It's a good thing in that way. Bad thing is opened, didn't do the manipulation, so market will go above that high again, finish the manipulation. And now for the manipulation, when it will going for the manipulation, maybe it will take that liquidity as well. That is the bad thing. And the good thing is I'm bearish, market opened, it doesn't have the time, keep falling. That is the good thing. However, I think it's the bad thing going to support it. We'll see. Yeah, I got a stop out. Wait, but it's okay because if it doesn't hold, we'll take that relatively equal highs. So it's always better to cover some losses over here because re-entry opportunity always be here. However, guys, this is not a good price action. You always can see, you can compare all the price action previously and look at this price action. It's not a good price action. So if you are not able to catch the run from the very beginning, most of the time you will keep getting stopped out. Don't overtrade. Go with your paper trade. Do as much as you want, but don't take risk with your funded account. Please don't do that. Instead of doing that, try to find out the best opportunity to go for the trade. If it works, perfect. If it doesn't work, just let it go. Don't overtrade, don't overtrade, don't overtrade. Please, it's a request. This month, next month, and the first week of February, this is the time you have to give me. You have to trust me. You have to listen to me. This is the time where overtrade is not allowed. Otherwise, all other area you are allowed to go for the overtrade with different accounts. But here, please don't go for the overtrade. It's very highly risky trade here where you know that the price is bad. Beforehand, you know that. Yeah, many trades failed today, not respecting PDRS. Absolutely, brother. The day, the more days will come, you will see this price action. Trust me, brother, you have to give me the time for this area. If any of you think that I knew that it is going to work like that or no, I was never confident to go for this trade. I was never ever confident to go for this trade. But fortunately it worked over here. I'll just say like that way, fortunately, because my bias was bearish and I wanted to take the sell. To be honest, I wasn't to take the sell from here, but every time I got the opportunity, I tried to take re-entry, and by trailing the stop loss, I just covered this one. Now come on, man, if I come here, I will ask myself to go for the re-entry. I don't know, I have already missed the opportunity or not. I have already missed the opportunity, but we'll see. This clean loss, my target. There's a small gap over here, very small gap over here. My stop loss has covered that small gap over there. If this gap inversed, this bullish gap inversed, I'll add more. This bullish gap, okay? If it is inversed, I'll add more. By the way, let me put a limit order here first. That is the gap I covered by my stop loss plus some ticks, okay? Okay. I'm just done, okay? I'll not go for the re-entry, but I'm thinking about the re-entry over here. Should I go for that? Oh, sorry. Thank you so much, Suzivan. It's already lunch hour. Oh man, I didn't know that. Sorry. Ah man, come on. Okay, sorry. It's lunch hour, so no more trade over here. Sorry. No, no trade. I didn't notice. Thank you, Suzivan. Sorry, man. I really didn't notice. I see that it's 10:37, but okay, it's 11:37. Lunch hour, no trade. See the PM session. Just observe it, okay? Observe it to see how it is going to work. Not going to take the entry. I believe it will work. Just mark this again. Not going to take that trade for sure. Not going to take it. Just observe it. It's Lancer. I didn't see that, brother. I would add one more over here. Candle close. If it could tap here, I could add more over there when it has reversed this gap. That was my actual plan. If I wouldn't get stopped out, I would go for adding more over there. It's just think that when I'm taking the sell, if it doesn't work, I'm not just moving my direction from bearish to bullish. I'm still bullish, sorry, bearish. I don't care how far it will go, but every time it will go higher, that's my selling opportunity. I could add more over there, here, I'm stop loss, target to see, work or not. I'm not taking this one. I got stopped out. Okay, I'm cool with that. I'm not going to take any entry over here because it's lunch hour. Just observing if it could help work or not. That should be the first partial for the sell side liquidity. I think it's not bad. kind of 19 handle, 20 handle, something like that. Good. What was the risk? Risk was 11 handle. Not bad. I don't want to see anybody close above this gap 50%. This gap, okay, it's not marked on my chart. Body close above that gap is not acceptable. I'm also watching the 1 minute chart. In 1 minute chart, you can see here is a bearish gap from 1 minute chart. So it should trade that bearish gap and it should keep falling. And I could go for that high actually. It was not a huge loss actually. Like 15, 16 handle, it was acceptable, right? Could go for that. Just five more handle. Could go for that. Okay, bad luck. And precision, I hate you, man. I hate you, man. I'm not going to give you the precision. Up to you. See this highest up close body close candle over here. This one. Oh, sorry, not that one. Here, this one. It closed below this. I would add one more over there to that line around here. And this time, if I would add over there, I would move my stop loss from here above this gap high, or that candle has built this gap above that gap high. So it would be not exactly to the break even, above the break even, like five to six ticks above the break even. It could be like this way. Would take the partial here, some kind of partial, depending on the size, partial here, and then would hold my trade until this sell side liquidity over here, sell side liquidity around there. After taking the partial over here, would wait for an unfilled gap to move my stop loss much more lower. Not exactly to this line, partial would be a below, a bit below. Okay, so here somewhere into one handle. Take the partial over there. Right now my stop loss would be here. That could be my stop loss, or maybe a bit above. Okay, just because for the over security. So like something like this. This could be my stop loss. Don't need to put the stop loss over here, but sometimes shit happens. So maybe that is the safe area. Until this low is not taken and market is not building a gap, that should be an unfilled gap. So if I find another gap here, that is an unfilled gap, like if it can build a gap here right now. So my partial is not taken yet, okay? So I would go for the partial a bit below of this liquidity, a bit below. So I still didn't get the opportunity to take the partial. Ah man, come on, give me my partial, brother. Come on. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? I just didn't take this trade because it's the lunch hour, to be honest. Otherwise, this is how I would go for the re-entry, not keep looking for the opportunity. Come on, brother. I know that you'll fall. It's not that the job is not done over here. It's an unfinished business. Stop loss is acceptable. I knew that can maximum go until the 50%. It's acceptable that you have traded this gap after clearing the liquidity. Just don't go above this gap. Come on. Have it. So it would be a losing trade as well. So I think I have done the good job because I didn't take re-entry. So I would never go for the partial exactly to this line. Would go a bit below. That's for sure. Depend actually how below I would target. Then I would move my stop loss over here above this fair value gap. That should be not traded because this was the breakaway gap over here. I was believing it is the breakaway gap. If it come here means it is going for that relatively equal highs. That could be another losing trade for two handle, sorry, two handle, six handle, something like that, whatever it over here is what it is. Answer. Thank you, Suzivan. I really appreciate, man. Just because of you, I didn't push the button. Others for sure I would go for that trade and I would never be able to catch the partial over here. Because yeah, of course, 100% I would never go for that partial over here. Never ever. Maybe my partial level would be here somewhere. Here somewhere. Thank you so much, brother. I love you, brother. However, guys, I think it's good to not to trade this market anymore. And yeah, we'll see tomorrow for a good price action. I hope it will be a good price action tomorrow. I have just no idea tomorrow is the Friday as well. We'll see if we can find something. Just don't trust this market so blindly. It's difficult to trade. I'm interested to look for sell until this body is not going to close above the 50% of this bearish gap. I'm bearish. I'm not interested to look for any kind of buy. If the 50-minute candle close above this 50% at least or above the gap, whatever it is, I will start to think about the buy. Or if it take that sell side liquidity and then give me some kind of buying opportunity, maybe I'll try to catch that buy, but not sure about that. While I can see this sell side liquidity over here from 15-minute chart, if I'm not wrong, it's from 15-minute chart. I have to be very careful to take the buy, but every single other time I will find an opportunity, I'll try to take the sell around the PM session as well. And please remember, this month is hard to trade. Let this month go, come back next month. It is gonna be hard as well. The good price action you are going to get second week of February again. Until then, it's gonna be difficult to trade. The faster you will accept that, the better you will do. If I keep trading, over trading here, I will blow all of my profit and then I will go to the minus and then I will stop over there. Okay, I either blowing that account or like from 500 to I have already 380. I will go for one more time. For example, this one, and I added more over there. I took like two handle, three handle, but it's still that is $100, something like that. So 280. I'll try to mitigate that. Try to take another loss. I'll got another $200 loss. This is how I'll blow the account. So still, I shouldn't go for that trade. That's why I told that one win stop. I got that run right. Isn't it? Is wasn't it enough for me? Of course, that was enough for me. From here, from this order block here to until thing like that with that low. It's kind of 74 handle. That was more than enough for being profitable. It was 580 something like that. That profit. Then what I have done? I opened this chart. I push the button again. Now, please don't follow what I have done. Follow what I'm saying to you. Don't overtrade. One win, stop. Two loss, stop. I just got this account with the two accounts. So this is the free account for me. Okay, so I just took the entry over here. I still was not able to blow my funded account. Take profit. I don't know why. I think I'm not trading over there. I'm greedy a bit. Not to don't wanna blow that account. Maybe that's why. But yeah, that is what it is. However, don't overtrade, guys. Please don't overtrade. It'll be a long way till February. I know, don't you? But nothing to do, brother. 111 like. Thank you so much, guys, for giving me likes. Thank you, Sullivan, for the penguin, brother. And don't you? No way, brother. 20, sorry, November, December, first week of February. Not for trading, for finding what is your mental status right now. That is the time for your mental status finding. So if your mental status is weak, you will be able to justify that. Are you a strong trader or are you a loser? Any of you has any question? If you don't have, then we'll love to close the stream, guys. You're most welcome, Eagle Sniper. No problem, brother. But how much was that run? Crossment at about 20. Thank you, bro. No problem, Yasin. Have a good day, brother. See you, Suzivan. Please don't overtrade, Suzivan. Please don't overtrade. See you guys.